How's it going, party people? Oopsie poopsie. There we go. How's it going, party people? My name is Caravan Dan. If you don't know me, I run Gaming Caravan, Florida's tabletop board game community. And today we're going to be talking about a new sponsor for Caravan Convoy 2025. Caravan Convoy is Florida's board game expo run by us here at Gaming Caravan. It's happening this month. Actually, I'm incredibly nervous. Happening this month, April 26th, less than 2 weeks away. I am so nervous for this, but I'm so excited to show you all the games that were brought to us and that we're selling and that we're going to be giving away, all that fun stuff. Every single game you see right here is a giveaway game, all of which by Arcane Wonders. Now, these are all play-to-win games, and we'll be going over each one individually. Let me know in the comments which one you would like to win for free. In order to be eligible to win, just come to Caravan Convoy 2025, play it, and at 6 p.m. we'll be doing a giveaway for the winner of each of these games. I'm insanely excited to show everyone all these fun games, and they're all being added to the library. So thank you, Arcane Wonders, for sending over 30 games to our convention library. They sent over 30 games and 16 unique titles, and each and every one is a play-to-win entry game. So let's go through each and every one. We're going to start off by the small ones. We got Gap. I don't know anything about Gap. I've seen this game before. Nice little card game. The bigger the gap between your collected cards, the more points you score. That's the main premise of the game. 2 to 6 players. It takes 10 minutes. I love games like that, and I'm excited to have that in the library. We have Vegetable Stock right here. I love Vegetable Stock. Everyone I know that's played Vegetable Stock loves Vegetable Stock. It's a quick, kind of push your luck market manipulator through and through. You draft 1 card per round. The last card affects the markets. Whatever's left increases the markets. If the market goes over the max, it busts and go back to the bottom. You multiply whatever you have based on whatever the value is on the markets, and whoever has the highest number wins. This game's best played with the most amount of people possible. It plays up to 6 players, and I think it's best played at like the 4 to 6 player range. But I played this 2-player, and you bust this out in like 5 minutes. Really quick, really easy, and the last few rounds get pretty thinky. Good game, great game, $15 game. Also, we'll be selling that Caravan Convoy. Next up is a game I was so excited that sent me. I couldn't buy this if I wanted to because it's so hard to find. This is Super Kawaii Pets. It's a very straightforward game. You will draft 2 cards, which will either be like a need of an animal, so it's either like food or love, and then you're gonna draft an animal. So you draft 2 cards, either like a need of an animal or an animal itself. Then on your turn, you're able to play as many animals as you want in front of you. And then if you pay the cost of them, which you can do after you play it, you're able to like flip it over to the good side and make it happy. All the cards are really sad, chibi cards. They're so cute, and they're so it's so pathetic. They're just like so sad. You want to love them, and then you give them shelters. So put them in a little house. It's so cute. It's a recipe fulfillment game. It's a double recipe fulfillment game because you're fulfilling the recipes on the sad animals, and you're trying to fulfill the recipes of the shelters, kind of like get more points that way. Altogether, it's a really fun, easy, quick game. I killed it when I played this. This is right up my alley. I love the small box, easy games. Some of my favorites to actually make and play are the smaller games. Let's get going. I don't know anything about air, land, and sea, except it's like a lane battler. You have a lane of air, you have the lane of land, you have the lane of sea, and you're playing cards trying to win that lane. I don't really know the gist other than that. It's a 2-player game. 2-player battle for control over each theater of war by playing battle cards strategically utilizing their special abilities. It's 2 players, takes 20 minutes. My wife and I have been looking for 2-player games to play because I don't like playing games in less than the max player counts personally, as you can tell from my videos. And 2-player games are right up our alley. I will talk about some other ones in other videos. I'll be doing videos on that pretty soon. This one was such a fun game. My wife sucks at it, and I had a blast playing it, and I win every single time. It's a dexterity-based game where like you have a plate that's a little balance beam, and then you have to draft a card per round. And there's actually 3 different ways to play the game inside the box. They're all insanely straightforward and easy. But the easiest way is just the basic form where you draft a card, which means you gain that food and you put it on your plate. If anything falls over, you have 3 seconds to pick it up, the 3-second rule for germs. If more than one thing falls over, you can only pick up half the ingredients rounded up. Everything else must be discarded, and the inside of the box turns into like a garbage can. It's a fun, quick dexterity game. You only play in 5 rounds. It sounds easy, but it's really not. It's basically whoever can make the highest tower wins, so you don't want to draft too many of the small, easy 2-pointers because you need some 3-4 pointers to get like a nice vertical movement in there. This was a fun, quick one. Good for all families, all ages, easily. Now this one, we're going to the heavier games now. Now we got the big games going. World Wonders is a game where you're basically doing stuff with the 7 wonders of the world. It is fun. It's a polyomino spatial awareness game. It It's a fun one, I'll say that much. It's nice components, nice wooden miniatures. It has an expansion, adds one more mechanic and a few more miniatures to the game itself. There's not too much to say about that. It's really just doing the best you can with the tiles that you place that interacts with the other tiles, the river that's in front of them. I played this. It was pretty quick. It was pretty fun. I love polyomino games. So I didn't really know how many games Arcane Wonders made until they started sending me all of them. So let's put this one right here. I want to see if I can just keep making a big pile of them. Next up, we have Age of Wonders Planetfall. Turns out Age of Wonders is a video game IP, and I am a video game IP guy through and through. So massive shout out to Arcane Wonders for sending me a video game IP for me to play. Ooh, that's just tape. Okay. I thought I was about to unshrink it. So I don't know anything about this game. Age of Wonders Planetfall is an exciting card strategy based on the world-renowned video game. You're going to lead one of the 6 surviving groups to explore the once abandoned center of Star Union. You will set a new order by exploring 7 planets in search of valuable resources and technology, battling hostile units, seeking landmarks, and looking for long-lost pickups. But remember that your rivals are aiming for the same things. Will your fame overshadow their achievements? So it looks like it's an exploration-based game. It looks like you're, just trying to have, it says easy to learn rules that makes deep meanings or deep meaningful game stuff. I can't find out. That's right, I could find out how much this game played. Oh, there it is, top right. 2 to 6 players, 20 to 40 minutes. It's about an hour-long game, probably. 6 players sounds like a lot for this, but I would like to try it with 4 and see how it goes. Put that right there. We got this one from Brazil, which is Borgia Videojuego, something like that. I'm Brazilian, so I actually was really hyped to see this game. It's a big box, and it's a $6 game, which I thought was actually a little bit too much for this game when I first saw the price tag and I first saw the components, but then I played the game. There's a good amount of depth in here. It plays differently at 2, 3, and 4 player counts. Also, the 5th player count plays, I think 4 players is the best player group for this. It's the best because it changes up the board a little bit, and that gives the most balanced amount of actions possible per lane. And this game's very thematic, where essentially you're renting video games, trying to get as many achievements as possible, or you can get gifted or buy a video game in order to collect achievements that no one else can touch. It's cool, it's fun, it's interesting, it's well themed. The game takes about 90 minutes. It's a good game. I'm not gonna lie, I was very excited for this. The only thing that would make this game better for me is quite literally just taking real life video games, putting it on here. And this is one of the very few games I might do print and plays for to add like classic video game cartridges and pictures to this. So I'm excited to do that myself. Let's keep it going. Dubious, which I did not know. I saw a lot of good things about it. If you look at the box, it might look familiar because this game was everywhere for a little bit. It's a social deduction exploration. I don't really know. Let's talk about it. 36 players, 30 minutes. That was in the air. Dubious is exciting storytelling game of deduction. Each player gets a random combination of an occupation and a secret, and then answers a series of questions. Only the shrewdest ones can guess their identity. You'll need a good chunk of creativity and deduction to create the perfect amount of doubt in your rival's mind. So essentially, you have to, I guess, tell a story and craft it. It's a lot of more player interaction than I expected, and like interpersonal communication rather than just like a board game necessarily. This, I feel like, looks like more of a TTRPG, Blood on the Clock Tower type vibe. So be aware of that. I'm excited to get this game played. I want to kind of see if we can run a game of 2 of this at Convoy. So let's see how this goes. Next up, we have Craft Wagon. Now, Craft Wagon, it looks like a beautiful game. If you don't know, this game was made by, I think, John DeClaire. Matthias Kramer. Yeah, Matthias Kramer. I forgot, there's one thing that he's really well known for. I can't remember off the top of my head. But overall, the North American automobile industry developed later than Europe. You're effectively trying to be the most renowned car builder in the early 1900s. Beautiful board, beautiful box. This is a limited edition first printing type thing. I don't really know how many editions they're going to end up making, but the board looks nice. The art, as you can tell, the box is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Beautiful box, glistening for sure. I don't know anything about the mechanics. It plays in 75 minutes, 2 to 4 players. So we'll see how this ends up going, and we'll see how that ends up being. I kind of have to start stacking these games a little bit because this is starting to be a lot. Next up, we got Foundations of Metropolis. Now, if you love Foundations of Rome, but you don't like the price tag, which is fully fair, that game is very well produced and very justified once you start seeing how beautiful the pieces are. You know, they got the Sundrop minis if you want to go that high. Even if without them, it's a beautiful looking game. The board, you end up building throughout the ages the city that you're all vying for and trying to get the most amount of money and points with. This one is effectively the exact same game with apparently some new modes, maybe if you want to go down that route. But it's almost the exact same game, but it's a cardboard edition. So instead of getting the game for $250 minimum, or maybe use like $150, $200, you can get this game for about $50. And we get the same core gameplay as Foundations of Rome, which is very good to know if you like games like that. This game plays, I think, 2 to 4 players. You guys gotta start putting this stuff on the side of the box. I'm not gonna lie, I'm used to looking at the side of the box for this stuff, but you guys try to keep it clean. However, oh, there it is, different corner. 2 to 4 players, 60-minute game. That sounds about right. Pretty quick, pretty fun. I've heard it's a very lightweight introductory game. I wouldn't quite call it an introductory game, but it's a very simple game for people who play any kind of board game. So let's keep this train going. We got Dice Manor. I don't know anything about Dice Manor, but I did want to play. I'm a huge dice fan. I'm a huge dice rolling fan. The base of this game is you are a property developer at Mundane Manors Inc., and you're trying to make people new homes. You don't want to make the same old dream homes. Corporate suits are looking to rebrand it. They challenged you, the designers, to dream big, create the most lavish homes ever imagined. The player who is able to build and market the most magnificent manor will be victorious. I'm a huge business guy, and this is quite literally like running a business. You're being contractors, and it seems like you have to build and market the game to someone who actually wants it, or market the home to someone who actually wants it, and I think that's very dope. So I would actually be personally excited to play this game myself. You're gonna see videos on all this stuff. I was trying to get them done before the convention. It does not look like that's gonna happen, just because of the sheer amount of games that were sent to me by publishers. So let's go ahead and add this to the list. There we go. Now this game we did get to play, Furnace. This is, if you don't know, this is like the engine building game made by Avon Lashin. It looks like. I'm saying that wrong, please forgive me. It plays 2 to 4 players. It's about 30-60 minutes. I heard a lot of good things about this game. I heard for a while it may have been one of the only, if not the, engine building game on the market for a bit, which, you know, that's impressive enough. And this game is a true engine builder. You quite literally just bid for engines, and then you trigger them in whatever order you want. There is a mode where you have to draft them, and then place them, and then you have to trigger it left to right every time. But I think it's really cool the fact that you can draft and start triggering this engine to do this, to do this, to do this. And you're quite literally just like bidding for companies to add to your production factory. It's very, very fun. It's very satisfying to get money out of this game, because the game doesn't hand you money in any way. The entire game you have to be ready to turn coal into iron, and iron into oil, and oil into money, or maybe you sell coal for some money, or iron for some money, or upgrade tokens for some money. And each player ability sounds broken, feels broken, but actually plays entirely differently and makes you engage with the game in a different way. So I actually thought this game was dope and amazing. When I played it, it's I don't know, it's a very, very pure engine building game, and it felt like a roll and write game to me because of how much you're thinking about all the options and actions you can do. So I have this right here actually. Next up, this is probably the most interesting, unique looking game they've sent me. Mezen, there we go. Mezen, the board game. In Mezen, you will take the role of northern craftsman, creating intricate ornamental paintings to order. Combine symbols and flip tiles to accomplish goals and earn victory points. The player to earn the most victory points wins after the 10th round. If you look at the board, it looks like everything in the game is literally red and white, and I think that's a beautiful color scheme right there. This game plays 1 to 5 players, and it only takes about 30 minutes. I love games that are like a good game that can be played in 30 minutes to an hour. That's right in that sweet spot where, like, no matter what I'm doing, I can drop a game in real quick. And typically, you know, you just double the player time for learning. So like this plays 30 minutes. If you're playing with new people, it might take an hour. Which means that, honestly, it's really realistic to just drop a game out, and go back to your work. That's exactly how I live my life. So I'm excited to hopefully get this game in soon. I think it's a very beautiful, very unique looking game. Oh! Oh! All right, let's act like this was intentional right here. You know, we got Buffet Boss right here. Bada boom. All right. Now, Floresta. It looks like a very pretty type of game. Floresta is a competitive board game set in central Portugal. That's a nice location for this. All the cards look like real-world paintings, or like hyper-realistic paintings of stuff. Immerse yourself in a captivating realm of forest management where players strive to maintain and improve the health of the Mediterranean forest while battling destructive wildfire. Strategically plant and nurture trees, harvest wood, promote tourism. Oh, I love this. And there's dice rolling. All these cards have a ton of dice on there. Every decision helps shape the fate of the forest. Will you rise above the competition and emerge as the ultimate guardian of this precious ecosystem? That's fun. There's fires you have to put out. There's plants you have to grow. There's dice you roll for stuff. You build a watchtower to watch things happen. This is right. Oh, I hate saying like all this stuff is right up my alley, but honestly, I'm a very easily pleased man. People say I hate on board games so much. As you can tell, that's not the case until I play them. Yeah, I'm down. The theme of things I'm very interested in for most parts. Some of them, like hiking in parks, isn't really for me. Like, oh, let's take a picture of this animal. I like living life. I don't really like pulling out my phone and like taking pictures of my walks. But this, where like you are part of the parks and like you're helping animals and you're growing the trees, kind of like evergreen stuff like that. That is right up my alley. I love picture photography and card games. I love the hyper-realistic art style when it comes to animals. So this is just it looks beautiful so far. I'll say that much. Also, sorry, it's 2 to 4 players. It plays to 60, 90 minutes. So that's actually one of the heavier ones they sent me. And last but not least, number 16 out of 16, we have a game that I've sold a few expansions to, but never even seen the base game until just now. Picture Perfect. Picture Perfect. What a party. Now we want to capture this moment forever. In order to make the picture perfect, everyone has to be as happy as possible. So, it's 4-player screens because it's 2 to 4 players, 45 minutes. Arrange the guests to best fulfill, or arrange the guests to the best of your ability to make them happy. Their wishes are not always easy to fulfill. Some guests even oppose each other. Others may keep their wishes hidden from you altogether. What the heck? Do you risk their dissatisfaction, or do you leave them out of the picture completely? Seek your desires and make them happy. Oh wow. For the best play experience, a phone with a camera is recommended, but no apps are required. I think that's hilarious because you actually have to like have your camera to make sure people are hidden, people are seen. There's cardboard tokens. This is an interesting looking game, I'll say that much. So I'll be down to play it. I had a few expansions that I sold because people said they really liked the game, but I never found the base game myself. Thank you for sending this. And don't forget, each and every one of these are play-to-win games at Caravan Convoy 2025. If you want to win any, or maybe all these games, go ahead and come to the convention, get a ticket, and demo any of these games while you're there. You'll be entered in there by just filling out a quick little form. And overall, thank you again, I almost said Arcade Monsters. Arcane Wonders for sending me all these games. This is a fantastic, if you can't tell, ton of games. And this is just one copy of each game. They sent me 2 and sometimes 3 copies of each game. So we'll definitely be promoting them, be showcasing them to a ton of people. We'll be selling some of them ourselves because we got some copies to sell. So that's everything. Thank you for watching. Peace. Have a great day. God bless. If you want some merch, we have a merch for sale right now in the description of this video. If you want some board games, we're also selling some of those on our site as well. Go to the description to help support my community down here in Central Florida and our convention. Thank you for watching. Make sure to comment what game you want us to do before you buy on first. But that's it. Peace out. Have a great day. God bless. And I hope to see you at a table soon.